edition. Now, every Friday say there are a lot in the realm. Now, so no, ya packaging a camera, ubia benyana son in dear. Shannon son, see a tenacinomi and sabrimoa. No num ebo pound sema abiasa, and ya did Jumadian ebanawe. Never cabe smadu, I'm a Jumadian abanawe, who are quenya, a sober free. Now do I drink chair, a dear bud Jumadino Sonabia Ayakama. Now, now, quite Friday, no, your segment be every Friday be a shame edema, Yatuni Dean. Player segment, next a player mention, ebebaso. Na ene ye de eye player bi ebebaso na what me abu player no ediama and the right pronunciation. Say and a player no ye friend no ye de player no ebeba na bibia so aye kama ediama. Entoni entena wo akwanya se dwumade ni koso no obetimi ede o text message about WhatsApp message. Facebook, obetimi do messages afawo ediaba. Na obetimi join on Fakye TV on Facebook. Like na share na obisu enya bi hwe na obinya bi ntie. O comment awodo nyina na ye behwe. Eya sembisa ye beyi ano eso de ma ko YouTuber eye Fakye TV, TikTok Fakye TV ni nyina no join here na emfa dwumade ni na bibia enye kama. Na e player mention no rules and regulations ni say ni sitie. Say obefa phone na wa record short video na odiaba ya the number what the befa so no ebe to screen so e the amount na say o say sa number no is 0207 543 637 0207 543 637 obetu the WhatsApp messages afa so e the aba sa so e na we short video na what the afa so aba say the player ni din yesi ebo no na bibia ye kama na amono ne nsem enche ebeba eno che bedwafo besi nkonwa e de empensempense mu na bansana yasa dai ho de afisem e de abro hyano nse wo akwanya ese dwumadie no wo so ebeba na wi abefre e de contribution ene wo suggestions nyina e de aba player ene ye hwese ne din no yesi ebo no e na ye de to so no ba twom mfa to so biem no hwe player we player bia wo si akan Edma Chelsea Premier League in England. Na ofi Ecuador na ni dino ye bone say. Wonim sa player we. Said ye ni dino tete no sa na ye kana na ubetuma shase record a message and our short video na fafa number no so fabre na bianye kama ye da ye ho ye ba ye da mano ne nsem ahodo e de bebro aboafo a omadaro ma ye di dwumaje e bro no emrepam ye bedu omo adanse e de che ye da ye ho amano ne nsem bre e na aso.
Hello Ghana this year. So you can say entertainment.
This is sports.
Hello Ghana this year. So you can say entertainment. It's just a old journey. No one's dear.
Jamu yompo wa mano nsemo na nsempini abone beda ye de ebro na mame chance wa bibrem ha eba CAF Champions League ene na semi final second leg no etimi atodwa na mame mfanto anem ese ebo 4 pm opiem o Cairo International Stadium ho ena game kese betodwa eno opiem na tima ye friend Ali ebo against team ye friend Sundowns o free South Africa ababe PM and watch no a bo 6 pm game back to ga no a pyramid omo bo against Orlando Pirates and so a game betuma to ga entina CAF Champions League semi-finals no second legs betuma to ga am a bia camera ebo 4 pm less than 1 hour na say a ba early Sundowns game no etimi e ba be so na maminya adwuma kakra ho emfama mo ni nyina nso kopiem a branch ba kwa mebetwam na osiakan eso edimatima ye friend Orlando Pirates a branch ye friend Edward Motale na Edward Motale and I didn't same piabetwa was say Tima Osia Camera Moa, you're from Orlando Pirates. Do betuma can say and the gamer on the ball against Pyramid, no, or Jomuti, or Petimia share advance, Aquaco PM, as so our the final stage, our the competition, no, let me be as what my fine, and no add derpa, na mammy breaking it down, as a manager, or coach it to my friend, a year Sundowns, your friend Cardoso, and no ayo Penimica Cardoso, no, what in some Piatuga was ene Obama alifon so omo say was only team no omo ebelevu ase omo petuma rama bibia ya kama na wo kan sempe na o kan part omo readiness and omo eagerness and the team friend Mamelodi Sundowns edi ram against team friend no eye early na nsempe na mpacho Gilberto I ready yemram na yenten sama Miguel Cardoso di tudwa ahead of the game o kan sempe di tudwa ase ene nemrante no no madi nkomo omo a prepare wate ese no remo Cairo International Stadium empanyimfo timama eye all team no the green light ese ene omo take it out do omo timi toni na stadium no e was so omo park and stadium no e was say eye fully packed na bibia kama na omo si enyo omo one nemrante no opanyina we CAF president your friend Dr. Patrice Mochepe ono na Sundowns team dia na sika de wa promise omu bebre say no omu timi win game way na omu ram e wo the final stage sika dewa e pepe omo so ye eno ne mranten so ahyebo e say ne de besi e penyansi na eno akini mame head to head Ali ball against Sundowns the last 10 games Mamelodi Sundowns and Ali Etimesia head to head say ne city Urama Mamelodi Sundowns omu awini 4 Ali a winning M1 and a badra akwa 5 and a dewa mi jamo ente and a bad tima your friend Mamlodi sound dancer or more upper hand I want nadi elali foso and no edeba no mami tima sound downs or more starting lineup no na debi keke uramo South Africa a Bafana or goalkeeper your friend Williams and on them a damatima your friend sound downs and Nochi Mudau right back not Modiba about leg back Libusa center pair one point me pacho your friend a year Kikana and a friend 5 and at the Darling boy Mokwena a John Fifi ho Adams a Fifi and Alente a Fifi Ribeiro our the right wing Matheus our the left wing and the striker na Obiaya Dano and no Shalulile or no early attack a dama sound dance on Bobo Kuno and no Edeba Nampacho so far Mame Air Caro International Stadium or never said a stadium in city so far no matter big again which said the stadium no more sit down outcome and then Urama next Egyptian Football Federation among the green light as omo ebetimi I sold out on betimi aton take it na supporters no ba na supporters no ye room anoma so mu stadium na bia ayekama na mami ali supporters no mu kra bana no na se omo ewram na bia ayekama omo eba na se bia de na kwamo wo hwe ali team na enne omo ni abre omo bana na domo twe ne bana no no mo amote arabic kasa no me translate adaba perform ali supporters domo twe ni omo see tonight you will realize that you are under the control of the rebel and woman trying Arabica or Mudagu Ali or Mupacho or Mubana Numa or Mudraminian Cell Muramo Stadium or I send the 4 p.m. or Mugam Bekama or Mugam Bede. No Mamma Zamalek supporters are almost an Beko Diam Kokona or Musamalik Comedy Ali and at Egypt Ali Bekofana Apena the bragging right and no Roma Zamalek supporters no almost on my red Mepacho Mamma Zamalek supporters are almost ready. Room Air Caro International Stadium. Almost call Akaka support to team now. I'm a Biaswat my Kama and no Eddie Free Zamalek for Swayaba. Na Zamalek TV presenter. Why Oba Ganuta Ganu Fe Masa Ade Fe Baby Ade Fe Sikafa Na Zamalek TV presenter name and the Washem Mamlodi sound downs. Washem Aya Omujesi as a support to Omo or Frigid on support to Alita or best support to Timam. Your friend sound downs and no Adeba not me patrocho mu promo video or mu job ahead of the gamer. Nessa judge to jet and no one dene ultra a video or mu etmaye on the air promo a game na Nessa no one day now we pay a camera team sheet in Yano and your betcha sampa a game no be pay a set and a betma toja and no Adeba not my fun to a name as somebody job bakwa way a promo no and ye abra 2 teams no touch it down omuya warm up be beat it down omu previous games outdoor and omu die video omu edi a promo game no e chasampa no matter the now come ahead of a second leg game sound down from South Africa ball against all the team no and no any down na omu team sheet na ready beto now they are too slow bian sampa no matter them said call baba nyara game ni baba so and central fam omu team sheet no na match commissioners no ejo omu de na das no e chese omu shase e na eguso abi bia de dam e de emam no na manager bakwa we are sip coach bia e person be bo adwuma dem omo manager ye fe ne Picho Mosmani and ya tese Orlando Pirates e for epe no and what ya te asa clubs bi so epe no and ye bu so panina ye fe e piso asa panini e no kre asa Orlando Pirates any early enyina a contact o pani se da bi no kre obia en contact no it is why jobless what if ye woni adwuma ye eno ensem opanyini no e dia tutwa ye church am breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ye church am yompo eso adama na mayentinsim wo Europe na ye nya adwuma kakra eso Europe fa emamo ni nyina no say a game kese beto dwa nyame pa wo china na sa game na ba no ma nya dwo Spain ma ni nyina no say opani we ni fearful na ye no obi na opani dua ye friend Darwin matches na Darwin matches where you play bia the last 4 seasons in here what the 4 teams are got relegation and 2 team na obabo de mawa we are day what to be relegation enra ubekaya no pem to name as Real Valladolid omu ekwa relegation awala liga no the soccer pema me pacho Spain the last 4 seasons what the 4 different teams and aqua relegation mame enfant to name as Roma the year 2022 what the Granada aqua relegation Sasun or the Real Valladolid aqua relegation 2023 what the Cadiz aqua relegation 2024 and at 2025 or Sadi Real Valladolid as aqua relegation Valladolid for no aqua way 2023 what more relegation no more sa kwa fana ba munya promotion mo sa de na ba wasad wo mawe na dare hu e wo mu say Darwin matches we no me patcho 3 consecutive times na odi team ni ewe what the team ni etwa to what the team ni S1 ketego ene wasan ede Real Valladolid akwa kopemo relegation enu ede ba na upeka ya PSG and Aston Villa a ball a Champions League game our Villa Park me pay story bi de ma ho ese akoda bi wone ne papa ekokopemo na bra PSG e che o mu first goal akoda we celebrate ye na oye sa celebration no ama Aston Villa omu supporters ano omu ho around akoda ne papa omu pam akoda ne akoda no edni free stadium ho e ba bontima akoda we sum papa na Jamete ese uramo PSG omu president ye friend Nasa Kalaifi owura eti asem no na akoda we hero ni nyina no se nyame pa game e PSG e be bo against Nice and nana dri akoda we e was special treatment or panina freno what den e kwa kwotena e presidential box enu eto access to be ko pitch no so any place na ko twitwa pictures any place na ko didi nkoma ni nyina for treatment Aston Villa supporters and ma akoda we and na PSG president esi ye you baby akoba be ya de ya daw wo ya da PSG ya ko shogo ama omatena wani je so omatane so image and ya wono papa mram ye be treat you papa ye be treat you better enu ede pa mi church amom aso adama aka 50 days na FIFA Club World Cup e chance e wo United States of America na aka 50 days na first game Petrucha na first game the early and Inter Miami Messi team no and a Bebo first game opening game early and Inter Miami and a Bebo first game on the 14th of June 2025 and no NFL first game na no na Korama Columbus Crew omu coach ni kokwa pai ni bofu ya fa Wilfred Nancy na Mr. Wilfred Nancy as FIFA at the Messi and a modesta opportunity no modesta nod no akwa Inter Miami then Inter Miami I am ye Columbus Crew ube pema was say the year under review omu energy bibia omu ne breaking records outdo omu ne osankomko ekoko bob eye FIFA Club World Cup ni bi na enu achidie and a Messi body Inter Miami I chasamu FIFA mu pesika Yes, Kenti and Amude Nord no Aquacoma Inter Miami Messi Bar or Begenerated Sika or Onya Shem was it a Jibu Amoja Massa or Onya Casa or Becca Monfan Credit Papari Payo and Manfanya Juma and some opinion and yet to try ye jajamo and Damamin come more skin or Pekaya me breaking it down to my bra Fiorentina a couple last game as an Omo team camp hotel and a Kobe by Emma Moiskin, every team num acquire bra. Why me boss I gave me na report amete. I said to me Fiorentina or game on Papa against Empoli on Sunday. Despite some point a friend Moiskin, Wabe Pim our Florence, Wabe Pim our Crona, Fiorentina a Florence Cromo, name game against Empoli, and ya disappoint no a bet my Bobby, I say a family problems, a fiance and Sam and to Moiskin still. One enye ready so betme abo edema Fiorentina eno ededawa me breaking it down na ma touching it down edema momfami nko camp new Otapia Spotify company me the latest update na me jabro na me the grass ronsem at the brabra no me installation omo the pitch no access hwa agene ne dawo no ne dawo no yanka se beye fe ne dawo no enu ya Spotify company Barcelona omo new stadium no na report amete ese we base next season September na stadium na ready next season on a Barcelona peshe omu season as free na empanifo se say na breakdown about the stadium and na say won hye no esu esitie omu se de tem say ukopema na say ba first stand and a second standard be nipa 60,000 and a betim awram ho be ready ama from September ko enkrofo tuma gina hwe games outdoor na mom ba VIP stages and a third stand and a deck na and no still a bill under construction. No, stadium way or Mupevia just the end of 2026 and a contractors no bet you omonsa and the free Spotify campaign as officially or Marie and no edeba me breaking it down, touching it down, and knocking it down. Na me the 20 nano pay team of Barcelona bet travel Copiamo Sevilla. Nini ya Copa de Refana Petro Dutchina na Omuko Pema training no set them to an name Bassa team no and the bare first training I'm a bear kama na ene nipa ebe appear before the press ayo penyefan Hans Fleck and Ronald Darrow and ebe appear before the press na Bassa team no so enya touchdown na beto my entry Bassa team arrival na entry team no and enya touchdown omukodro mu ram mu hotel and down Walla Porter and it can touch it down and sana players no esu eba na urama na se bibia de na kwa wo twa players na ekọ no officials no so ba o mamia suit kama ama bia kama na squad o de ewura yo goalkeeper ma canvera test again o ka squad no Paul Kubansi Sasa Ronald Darrow Inigo Martinez Gavi Ferran Torres Pedri Ansu Fati Rafinha Nyakipena Pablo Torre Andreas Christensen Femi Lopez Victor Epau Sasuna Lamin Jamal Danny Olmo Frankie Dion Jules Kunde Eric Garcia Chesney Hector Fort Gerard Martin Omo ene placer ene bassa Edomo Rama Hansi Flick Domo Kokampa Nese Biatma Kama enti team Barcelona Ewramu ewo eye Sevilla Omram Hotel ena yede amame Bekama na urama place way anka team no ama ni nyina no so mapra Robert Lewandowski Wama Alejandro Badama Casado ama ena Bena ama Diametin se nyame pa wo kina no pa ena omo be fly ababe ka team no ho na se omo ko support Barcelona team no already they told him say Lewandowski why out Ferran Torres behwa me bia kama ento omo beba na se omo ba be support team no na bia so ye kama na player baako a just ni nua anya busua na je omo ntere ha ejo omo emina Lamine Jamal ni nua ketua no enu boy na ye friend Kenny na se we Kenya ono na sa attention ni nyina esu team call no so ewo babia Barca team hotel no and mo na central for Lamine Jamal ni nua ketua ni Kenny ni enu obia etwa akoda no masa o papa bobra obusua ni bobra wudidi ho kwa masa ebini elu taking me nam hai o kwa mantia me wo fasifo ni nuanom wunim me wo fani lutaken me brani lutaken mu didi mi di no sa na te enti Lamine Jamal ni nua ketwa ni didi eya ne bra bo hom enu edeba na ma me ngro mo Real Madrid na me nya adwuma mamo ni nua no say Real Madrid demand ekoma Spanish Football Federation as a referee na omo point to omo as omo me the center referee VAR and assistant line 1 line 2 omo enye neutral enti bayan campaign for ensesa emfa emma womo nanso reporter me pa chomete efri free Spanish Football Federation as a descent for I rejected Real Madrid or mo appeal or mo de echoe na raw semasi the center referee o Benjamin Finfin na me pa Copa del Rey me de on ho samaba the Bagos and one in Central Asia na me nimpa bia bi say referee before the game one media share press conference na one media ni share edwam na otini so no otwa jajo was here rima the for dimatem rima the for referee wanye na odomo match bi osisi wo mo ama referee say ne bako school na omo ehu ne ba so o papa ye kromfo who balawo who we o papa ye kromfo o wiwi amadefo akoda ni free school mu ba na obehye dem na akoda ni nsu dada ada na wo ye kromfo sa dada ja krono ne bo e papa se menya kromfo o se hwe madefo no se wo ye kromfo ama mi ko school mu a na omu huru mi na omu ye eduba bi papa yi kasa obonani na ni so tetetetetetete na ni so ena behwe akwana ni emre pa o na ni emre awo aso bia afa na wie so adi nani asemre na mo madefo demands o mo de koye no me patro de me ten say Spanish Football Federation atimi a reject say demands no eno edepa ye checha mu eso edama mo dwumadie no so na ensempe ene ye de mama me Real Madrid team no abra omo free Vadebebas na omo free Vadebebas ni ye Madrid team bus abra every the Sports City Vadebebas and Los Blancos Galacticos omo eti bus mo bus na ekono na otwa mpanyimfo akukura de Don Carlo Ancelotti na mama abra omo edru Madrid airport omo baba fro flight no Madrid press na miamia suit no massa footballers dress na efe omo miamia suit ni tie emane yakono Luka Modric ni otwa omo nantom ye gaga we am wasi ni beka so mo ye gwen na said ye te Rudiger basa defender woni Abu Dhabi na e chate no Courtois no na se bibia didam na bia ye kama na mami abra omudru esebia no omufu flight musi form yesi na e Copa del Rey ye di bibia be ma ye be mo afile omudru omu touch it down and e se bibia didam omu elko no squad no bibia ye kama wo hwe eye Courtois no watch Lunin no goalkeeper Frank Gonzalez na watch David Alaba na watch Lucas Vazquez Jesus Falajo na watch Frank Garcia Rudiger Felon Mente Raul Asensio Jude Bellingham Fede Valverde Luka Modric Chouameni Ada Gule Denis Ceballos Vini Junior Mbappe Rodrigo Enrique Brahim Diaz omo enada don edom kwana mama abra omu ra mu ko hotel ewo Sevilla Madrid team no era hotel and no so facha for de chamo na mo ye free na bi betima ye kama and ye pie jaja mo eso edama mo ama bia ye kama na me patro Madrid team no dru ye omra hotel ye twesa na ye hu eye Militao na ye hu Dani Cavaya na ye hu Kamavinga and ye ko bisa no so sa place we omo training camp on play trainer channel pa and omo so be fly aba be team no ho ama bia so atima ye kama eno edeba na mame boy never ada gule ni training no ye on free kicks no na enya kira basa for mu nyina ye hwe ada gule hwe free kick ene oje ne na anopa ya o anopa mu training session omo ye eso e wo Vadebebas eno ye sa training o bo free kick no de atom na mame baby again betotwa eno ye estadio la catua me pa chom ye nhwe se a day before the final game stadium no set over 70,000 spectators and a program abrofo ya demane ye fe na stadium no and be biadeda so kama na me beka be 1 month ago and me be drop breaking it down at my ball na be match ball and the Spanish Football Federation at the ball biaba sa ball na fana no omo de ball enye ebi anana eye adagune at the air training no na ukopema match ball Spanish Football Federation consideration, sir, say a bar national team, and a competitive game, and an important game. Way per mad boy, shall say from Copa del Rey, Nebi Piasu Ayakama, and no Edge Tower, Ye Jam, Aswa Jamal, no Piasu Ayakama, Nami Gusu e breaking on my down, no more touching on my down, Nami Pacho, Mamma Arsenal, Demi way a Copa del Rey no Madrid for, or dressing room, locker room, no, as to any baby Madrid better, and me Pacho Ye Jamu, as to Jamal. Now Arsenal, Demiton Persoma standing boy now, you're very Gebra Magalhaes, the Brazilian defender, or Persoma standing in contract, Nebi Pia Ayakama, Demi boy no, so far plenty of clubs, and a pen ebi free Spain, ebi free Italy, ebi free Miami Bebre, Nanije, our London, was the family happy, our London, and to talk in a very positive, or press West End, Edma Arsenal, and no Ed Jeba, no Alan Shearer, Ed in Zambia to them, was so far, were predicted the top 5 Premier League teams, so far season in Paraguay. Teams now about the first 5 MON-FRI Champions League qualification, and Alan Sharadapa was as usual Liverpool, Omaje, Arsenal better second, Man City third, Newcastle your fourth, and Aston Villa, and from next Chelsea, and Yabon Bon Karat, now Enzo Maresca, and the was so paying Kunku to say, also Kunku very well, now squad in Wakamo, are more prepared against Everton, now Yenten some Enzo Maresca, and team news are what am I?
But
to Chelsea then, Enzo, can you give us some team news ahead of the game tomorrow and a bit of an update on Malo Gusto?
yeah, Malo is injured, but does not look important injury. He's already running and doing things outside, but he won't be able for tomorrow. Hopefully he can be available for the next one.
And any other
and the rest, no. The rest, Margiu is still out, Aaron Anselmino is still out, and the rest, they are all fit.
Is Mark close to returning now?
Yeah, it's close. Hopefully it can be, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, and he can be for, he can...
And your Enzo Maresca or the Sepituga na or can some Kunku so Kunku no my na game against Fulham no na I was almost selected one striker Edika Jackson home na unsa boy na friend Tarek George no ebetuma boa na a man selected akoda no academy boy name or person onya the best from the guy na one Josh and I was omo yom adwuma na or can some piece o nyame pa game against Everton Kunku be available, be fine. Then watch it. No, so far the first 50 games, one boss, a Chelsea boss, no become was it personally we're very happy. Now was Shanoma Bebre, was it ball a game in every 3 days, and different competitions. And was when you bad moments and some good moments. No, I can say, I feel no my papa na say. Now was so because in the season I bad. I was it Chelsea some seasons today or Champions League da team qualify na what do na mo or hwede o ba mo kasa ni season wonya de mo kekasa na mo nya de enu ensama Enzo Maresca edi tu dwa eja mo na ukọ Dortmund na o mo goalkeeper be your friend Gregor Kobel na Demetri so far propose papa ba obefi Dortmund season pa na we ya dem say Chelsea Efonio Newcastle United and now ram so mo nya boy na on person agent Ramon Lenten Yame pa next week. Now I shall say any club Sylvia couldn't come out and we are there by Aunt Postecoglou. As we are promised Tottenham fans, game against Liverpool was the Obian training more than the supporters in the expecting.
The backs, Christian Romero, Mickey van der Ven. Do you envisage them playing a full 90 at the weekend, or perhaps one of those where you have to manage them like Monday?
Don't really have injury problems. We've only got really one that's kind of... obviously, Sonny's the one that's kind of trying to work his way back, and he's improving, which is positive for us. Not for Sunday, but apart from obviously the longer term ones, everyone else from the last game is backed up really well. So the rest of the squad's fit and available. And in terms of team selection, we'll see. We've got another sort of 48 hours to decide which way we go.
So Sonny not available for Sunday, but do you envisage him being right for Thursday?
Oh, we'll see. Like I said, he's improving. It was first time he's kind of got out in the grass today, and he said he felt it's definitely better than what it was. So it's kind of a day-by-day proposition.
And no, I Tottenham Posa, your friend Aunt Postecoglou, and I'll tell you, Casa, did the update, a prayer on a brantia, your friend Erwin Minson, and our Casa fan home, as also say, a other point or weke, as so Beba Baka, or improve, no, my very positive. Name Sunday against Liverpool at the own team in Siakai, and or the update, I may be Kama, not my normal Pep Guardiola, and also at the 12th next season, or it's a normal better. Nan place no piasu ade next season we did some be compete e Premier League title no better season we said on compete you say boy never Erling Haaland or better pay na obetimi apobi yente so Pep kafa Erling Haaland.
About Erling Haaland, obviously, just Rodri being around the group was obviously a massive boost. What's Erling been like around the dressing room? And
he's getting better, and he's injured, and of course I always have been involved as well. So apparently he can be 10 more years here. So I'm pretty sure he wants more than anyone else to be in the Champions League next season.
Or say a boy near friend Erling Haaland or get it better now or pretty sure as a boy in a person or some Bible games in the bois now said on qualify for Champions League next season. If you say officer say or not Erling Haaland or more Champions League a pass an image a perform a pass and credentials no as we estimate and then some of their tuka ye jejamo now Manchester United defender Diogo Dalot sad news Mr. Fakye defender no so far the season here over. Yes, when a calf injury and Diogo Dalot the season here over. Amad Diallo and Matthias Delit almost omubeba back ama Ruben Amorim and in some atutuga as so at Amaye Nani Chino Ruben Amorim Saki Kansma Odo Efa Marcus Rashford so for better report to Ako pre-season be a brand loan ewo Aston Villa abana yente Ruben Amorim.
He's out. We don't know how long he's going to be out, but he's out for these games. Next games we'll see until the end. Ahmad is near, Mata is near, but the rest is at the same pace. Aiden is not ready, so I think that's it.
With Diogo, what's happening? Do you think there's a chance he could miss the rest of the season?
I know I am sama Ruben Amorim edituga na ye wie kwa Hurricane de metene sa Hurricane nyame pa Sarah Benya Awuba ni nansa Hurricane along last obetimi enya major trophy agi weekend way game omo ne mines ebebo se ba mu nchinya wini se wom na se nyame pa china na ebase team I feel Leverkusen omo ntimi ansha Osberger na se Leverkusen at aboa ba mu nchina Hurricane age amabia ye camera Rafael Guerrero ono so for 2 weeks yes wenya muscular problems ontimi ensa kan fama ba mu nchina no ya esuni team e training for the first time abra onya calf injury bia eye kama no de tawa ye de mamshan se bash digital satellite adaroma and ye de amano nsama wodo de bremo na bash se an kancho say weekend no ma bekwe de ama bi se CAF Champions League asha se omobo sasuna wurama ene Ronaldo mo pesi form china various leagues outdoor games bekoso enu ntini sa wo pebi etimi ahwe na wo pe programs outdoor ahwa bash digital satellite was no and the Bema decoder quality one. So you'll be a decoder business. Now, Peso be two cotton. Said the amount for any better decoders no one. And one saw Beban Ho, Baba Betuni Dewadiako Frena, or Bebro Biam Waton, and watch Bash say, young cantos or special package. A Biabo some so Caber recharge with DSTV decoder no, was a package in Wayadamount. The Bias Susutuono, no Chanaka crack, was some son the Biad in the Jaso Pampe, and what one more choice Ghana and a year Juma and to pass digital satellite was saying control say one need dilemmas row so old team for good track record home services in Ogusua was baby out to be a hotel Juma a restaurant and now say we are problem Juma now decode and when your problem our friend or Baba service in a kama Edama natural Kuma say at Report Junction would do off when Fabo Shankwano so baby a friend Kotoko Junction and I ship me ho and war for 0556 287757 0556 287757 or friend Obejo so na amuzupi Amuzu P Dr. Amuzu ye na say Amuzu P aya drobi aminua ene de ene ye fene abaso and boys and girls and me mama futu ana pobi so one boy bi nam no shana damfuna any PP no AMU and no just so Amuzu and aminua ba wapra and Amuzu P ama meman omutadua gina musa blow so aba na Amuzu P no ye adrobia wo ye bema wo sha boxer na o ra na wusu ebi say eya na nsuo bi firi bema nom akeka boxer nom eya na me pacho wo ho a wo te ya wo bema no emu keka wo ne mu aka wo pe ekuro bia begu bema no ekwa na aba wadro eye Amuzu P ebe sese ma bema no pacho so na esa e na asore gina so badwuma kama na bibia aye fine saso ena obi ho a na sasabro ha eya na wapo so ya yadru su tobremu yi da bia wonyare eso onte apo wadro eye Amuzu P eno achi no menu aba sese wa imfie ho onse bema bi ho a yesese wo koka asema kire no na brawe de wan kan kire ne yire a ana wan famfa ne girlfriend so a de obeka bi onte ase masa oba no wasese na imfie oye oba sese ho na bema dia enya ne dene nko no square okonante obi ade enya ne de just was samba into uyo bana onya Amuzu P a ye friend wan kasa obeba ubedi adibiem ebe mo ayo basima bema ebe toka edi ama onye intomi sembia enu ya Amuzu P no ensuo fura himfi oba wotenka ewase ho ni nyina no eye Amuzu P na open doso patu a enu an se obefe Dr. Amuzu 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 ofra ene heba shop piano okwa so pe Amuzu P heba bitters na bibia so aye kama eso ediama o madaromani ediama no nsema odo a yensa kai na wie ede eba ebeda o na Mother's Day ba Fakye Paul Amantemo said the can for Fakye for mudibi papa Fakye for say ode ne say so umamensa one in mra Fakye premises ya mumedidi Fakye party with mama ni nyina no say Fakye for say ye party ye ne ye maame nom enye workers nko a ye ntumi nta enidi ne ye nyamo evi say ye hyedem wa na ye kasa say mo anhweye ne mo ntie ya sabi ye nyu obi a entie du samre a ne so ya kai mo na oso so maame nsa sikatua bi anim wo de no say wone o maame ebeba wone obusuani na wo ye oba wo sister wone ne mra oba na wo hwe wo na chese de bia wa nhia na nkasa be obrabo ansu ye no wone ne mra ne nyasa Fakye for eye aduane ye de drinks eba je obedie je obenom enye problem wone ne metena se wone maame nto nsa ne di tofe akwamo de afutuo be foma mamo sa so na enwuma hodo beba ebinum beba mpanyimfo hodo beba be ka bakosem enyina edi akyeremo enti Fakye party with mama ni nyina say 11th of May ewo Fakye premises okuma say udru bantman ni presbyter sorry dan no ene die nhwe sa so na wakwanya wo company wo sika bi ketua bi enso de ye ofe eso wani na opese obebo aserebe ya awofo ne abatan bebreba ombeba no ye betumi achama na som so no mani age no modi asa no mayi awreho ni bi ato agu no mo nse sa me bayi kra me wonu okai me de me yama me ba no nani aso a obefre number 0266 303 733 0266 303 733 ofra ombejo so na bibia aye kama omo adaroma na ese de amono nsem be ye da ye ho ye ba abadwafo ebetena se de amono nsem pensem eso e de adamo Ricardo Varas ewa so na Maestro eso ewa na Habib the special one eso ewa na mu messages na dodo na atimi afa Facebook aba ebi so afa WhatsApp eso aba ni nyina no yebeje bre yebeyi ni nyina fro de amamo na urama Alfred Jemfi was high and ex-boss GH was it ABOU Basa is going to scatter Madrid tomorrow and Asiama Patrick was a Vesca Catalona and Danny Gavi Jean Rich Khalifa Madrid will call Barcelona tomorrow, mark my words. Nedia Odiaba Rahim Rankin Luther King another freestyle ayana mo mahuma adwen baby amonam da bia de mo pemia no I say Jean Rich I say Barcelona is winning tomorrow nedia enona Crispo de Fufuum I say Crispo from Fufuum Barcelona will beat Madrid tomorrow. Greetings to NPP Media Patriots and Mr. Osu Bempa in Shaeso MPP Chama hopeful. What do you know? Hey, Nana Kwame Artamelo Jr. was a hello, I'm Artamelo watching you at Anumabo and keep up the good work more. Yeah, that's it. And Kofisika Madrid will cry tomorrow. No. And Daniel Asumadu Senior. Mr. Abu, please give Habib enough minute for us today because we enjoy his analysis. There be a man a bre. A brand idea, Juma. Intended dear Swan. And me boss in the me boss Abu Wetian Nechi with the Yare, Wetian Necha could do before the interest of a Fakye TV. Nti Martinum Ediaman is in Tifunua page for Ewo sa right Ricardo Bogodier Mami Sha say free Habibu the special
Afternoon. Alhamdulillah. Yami aduma hodi ho. Ya ba yitimi kasa ide. De yami aye ni bia no.
And Friday ultimi ko juma.
Yeah ba ni. Ya ko soma ba nti akade aka.
Na boga ko watimi afre boga.
O mene ne kasa be 30 minutes ago. Mene na kasa nchi bia.
They say me kan boga no wo boga pro.
Mini bibi apeso ko. Mene na kasa be 30 minutes.
Ti Abu dia bia nya boga.
Na asem na woka.
Na why asem na wo yi ano.
Okay, ene
why.
No e boga.
Da bi enye ono anka me kan ye wo say me kan boga no wane wa bi position.
Na me fi say nipa ya otu kwan ndra e nkomo na wo bisa me.
The special virtual mama 10 minutes ni anko.
Konda ye che ahwefo na ye mo makwaba. Na imedi nkomo kakra. Na papa ya oda screen you see there. Who say the na to ha na asem na about. This is the Don Fiorentino Perez. Madrid for club president, he's the biggest man when it comes to club football. Who the club football nkoma Madrid for no FL say we na nim ni chief president be anyhow and say a man that praise is no accolade now he deserve it since Oba Real Madrid the first and second campaign has been very very important for Madrid omo history achievement on and off the pitch. He's done so well for club Real Madrid, but recent times and near the Don Fiorentino Perez adding a whole area room and Nkoma Ayana and Namno Hon and Kofo will false saying he has turned into a more political person than he used to be. So we are Real Madrid penny, we are Barcelona penny, even Ukochi Real Madrid and Ukochi Barcelona, we are player for these two clubs are there Bakua a cat or ball where Jumana we are Edema club no. So we are administration duties now, we are a mobile account say you are also a politician. We are players in a park and so born now, we born in 20 years. Another idea was that your supporters want to see the political aspect of these two clubs, how you play the political role and play it so well. The reason is here, Hans Flick ever for Barcelona and saying the Barca supporters now penalism how he has indulged himself into Barcelona and the politics are against the Spanish FA and the Real Madrid team. Now, the big game Barcelona may add more. China no pay by the Classico no come. But prior to the Classico na Barcelona and Nkoma e surround who and na bit maka say the Real Spanish Football Federation no na CCA we are story we catch say the center referee na may add more China Classico match Barcelona okwa Ricardo de Burgos and then the officials no akwa siansa ntwofo no makwa press omokoya omo nsem nyina ne say Omoni de who say Real Madrid has not been fair to them. Madrid as subject to public ridicule. Ama omo supporters do omatem esre omo kan sembebre efom. Na papa ya oda oskri so the center referee carry the bogos na AD in common centrofo. Odru baby ni so where image ya edasu ya otini so nti say yenzumi image ni kakra edma you could clearly see say na nia sin atata ni so a otini so obo video no na enkoma odi e ho nyina ye be kire mu kakra e de ama asofo ni atiefo a omo etie na before that obiba busa say edie na see I keep saying one thing say okoto ni sani pa bienu ekwa me muso omo say ken me muso omo say edie na see buso omo say ndra edie na see ye because empeni force bibia nkoka papa very well entidie na see ntia ade e be chia me yabo match a center referee okodi match akofa and central for Eddie in the camera series, microphone cinema, all church and in about 3 days ago, and a Real Madrid TV, Oko Spainer, Omi a TV station, San KB, Waba Ghana, Nanka, Santico, Ewa Santico TV, and a Heart to Folk TV. Yeah, but one match, Beyonce and Seco, Kone Haskin at Ibi. Yeah, but match, their coaches sit in front of a television stations, no, and near YouTube. No, my team match that tactics, and then near my, yeah, expecting from free 2 clubs, and as a team's thing in our now, Real Madrid TV, it is not just like YouTube channel, they have a proper TV station now, or discuss Real Madrid 24 hours. Anytime you are Madrid in Como and you discuss our Madrid television, so now 3 days ago, and Uncle Fui. I combine videos are 3 minutes 27 seconds video. Na video now omo premiere e omo TV stations no so no. Enina ye matches are Real Madrid aboa openia or that screen so Ricardo de Burgos or the center referee for na me ad much na match no one handle. Na video no no omo kansem bebre e de afa na ho. Omo wie no e na omo kire so odi omo games are enema nkoyi from omo how he treat Real Madrid players and omo technical bench ne antes ne nieba bia oye e de chom omo susu se papa we ulterior motive against club by Real Madrid. So we try and break some pieces of omo video now omo air about 3 days ago. Now when you read video no transcript kakra and am there but omo say with the Basque referee the Basque region of Spain, Real Madrid has only a 64 win rate. Omo so omo game now anyway. So na who born game being the center referee and now the fourth referee omo game omo just 64% win ratio. Game on referee on the other hand, Barcelona has an 81 win rate. Say Barcelona game and a papa we could announce or involve on our officials on the game now Barca 81% win rate. And what it means is that so Odi Barcelona game officiating games are Barca matches are Barca what they were but Real Madrid before now just 64%. So clearly it means that Odi Barca matches are Barca any good results as compared to say what the Real Madrid. Now, say an incredible difference to which is also added to Ancelotti's team has only won 2 of the last 5 games with him on the field. I must say, Carlo Ancelotti team now coach Real Madrid team now. Last 5 matches of my papa we didn't able 2 pay. And I call Adiama Club a friend Real Madrid. But the most striking thing comes next because although Ricardo de Burgos has been an international referee since 2018, UEFA has never appointed him for a Champions League match. Almost say, aside Papa, we Odi Real Madrid games are almost 64 win rate, Barca 81. Not the last 5 games are my Papa we involved. No, Madrid are winning just 2. The Echo Monsoon when they said, where you Air Clasico, it is the biggest game and also Spain. I'm a calendar to say Copa del Rey final match and Yakwakobo. And I say Air Clasico. And to a man tells us referee since 2018. And Onya the FIFA batch or qualify Senka obetime deep big matches no. A besin there Spain. So open countries are omwadebo eswani you for index no so your solitary referees edifiwa Spain one of the countries are was but from 2018 till date I can say 8 years incredible 8 years and also 7 years equal 8 money as a FIFA referee be seen that one single UEFA Champions League game papa we NDB Oman Spain what they are nim the Spanish Football Federation Ricardo de Burgos. And any time be a big game, no Marco Framba. But this is the 3rd time already a big game involving Barcelona and Real Madrid 2017 and then 2023. Into the reason here matches of this caliber. Your 4 opinion friends Ricardo de Burgos and 3 minutes 27 seconds video and I'm ready for the premiere on my page and also on my TV channel and on the can same way now. Edify reference. Say omo de omo nka bibia so wo have video na e call for so you red card Emma Vinicius Junior in their last time Ushia Madrid e call for so Kasa Carlo Ancelotti won e antes ne ne ma oye no e che say we or motive against Madrid omo post video no o call the comment section and the reactions are about ho a ho na akofa asem ni nyina ba Madrid supporters no sorry ya boy omo say afei de TV station na bo omo be you say papa we kronfo owiaye oba match na adwi nyina no so obedi game de asisi Real Madrid no oba be sisi a ene ma poto enti we nipa boni ni we Madrid na ohia na bibi na kuta wa fa bono otena sia na La Liga for penny for na Spanish FA ni penny for ebe man appointments o medi Madrid game 2 shall na betima ye bibi afaye no e na o maka sansem ni nyina de afa referee na referee ne say ne bako school no free school mu ba akwara na e ba na odi su na aba assemble na asia o say e wo school mu na amanfo ka kire ne say o papa Ricardo de Burgos were kronfo or ye wi na nyambia answer na nka betimi afro obi so ye kronfo no o man Ghana yetimi any everywhere you see before say obi aya de salute you see awutie o mobile phone ekuta me fa edi free wonsem na me di edwane se mawia won hu me waso me mu untimi mfrɛ me kronfo until proven guilty by a competent court of jurisdiction. So competent court of jurisdiction can say me ye kronfo mawia wa dia do waso me nsa se mawia wo de ba untimi mfrɛ me kronfo enti ade nti ene ye ma ho kwan edi video eba mountain so ebe kan some for referee ho ema omo supporters ka say referee e kronfo every the stage say ne bako school na odi suna ba fie say yes so papa e kronfo o se dien e no ye he's always trying to educate or say what I'm doing is trying to educate my son to tell him that his father is honest, that he makes mistake like any other athlete. It's real or say it's a real pain. The oye nyina ne say opeso explain the chire ne ba ne say ne papa no etis nipa te say me ene obi a wa ene de ohwe ye nyina say ye nipa to err is human and from so bata obi a say athlete bia obi say penalty e wo park so say be enye krono enti na wa say e from so na aba goalkeeper timiye mistake na ball na for na ham Richard Ofori timiye mistake na ball abo ne nsa na ya be body ase Ghana e from so enje so ye konfo na djuma na wo ye no de wo hu bi no nti wo try so be yes explanations we nyina e de a kire ne ba no ama akwada na te ne ho na say de adabrak afono no nti o ka ma wiase nyina ade na Madrid fo de ne nam mu no enye ono nko na emotionally o mo e ha nemum oni na busua e ko into trauma now assistant ne ba ya o say for once they are going to take legal action against people. Enti enya press conference no omo ye keke omo wie press conference no omo be call legal matters no omo ko take legal action against Real Madrid television. So for the first time you say referee take action e dey tie club bi and the officials and the media outlet ye be ye complain e wa aban mu na say police for the legal aspect no omo kwa lawyer complain say mon ko we nkofo nyama na mon ntwe omo a sign say omo tanehye image omo kan sem fa ye ho a ensem fata ti referees na kwa kusu e press and as omusu wie ye na ape just 5 minutes after so omusu sorry ape and Mr. Politician e buy and on the Real Madrid team they say omo tro dia kwa koma Royal Spanish Football Federation they say omo sesankofo emi no these are emotional people we mo ntimi me di match nyame admo china because referee ade e beche owo be 24 hours to handle a big game no akwa transfer nchofo anima all teams so e kasa Madrid for 80 onkosu yempu odi match a wosisi omo onsu ye no omo ni so odi match usisi omo na se ya wakwa akosu enti afedi omo hu ni se baby ogina no so omo anse se referee na e bia nyame admo china no asen ba be sisi club e friend se Real Madrid be wie game no na Madrid e kwa kodi ntu enti omo nti ase ye se referee and an assistant ne fa mo me hu se stories no kan se Spanish Football Federation ni se bibi omo gina na omo gina now say ye din komo na e wa asem we nyina ho awia ye mehwe the implications are
e na me busa se one share points are remanded for Erasure say since 2018
yes
UEFA for appointed so be the champions
FIFA encounter on
FIFA and no ombetima use as a point and secondly so omujina say referees no omo emotional ahead of a game na omo ensu no psychologically ebetima effect almost ana.
I think referees know every piece to take any legal action they want against Real Madrid as a club, any Real Madrid TV. But baby, my point, and common echoes in say, a coming quadia and Spain for no authorities should listen to Real Madrid for no plea normal. There are referees. Why am I saying this? Ken, you were just 24 hours to the big game at Ebaso, Namiad Mochina, and it is a cup final match. These are two big teams are simple error. Ebetimi Ajinja Bibia. Don't forget about a month or so ago. One other catcher said, my brother for say referees is you. I'm a referees almost paying in our agenda towards them. Emma La Liga president, heavier tabas Eba wants because a mother for Ninja so Madan Quada de Biomusu. Now my crying baby, time be almost be complaining, and a referee me say referee, but ye Gina baby, Yakoba big game. So referees or Muko di match. If away away after the game, I'm and for question on Moko Masam Musuya can come any problem. But we're talking about big game hours before the big game, and a referee na kwa we said the referee na sim or can say or ye nipa obie timi yam from so na me admo china referee busa ho say is he going to have the full free minded sound minder obetimi the agina park no so concentrated the game no 90 minutes plus na that is the first question. I said Spain for no empeni for ni buso mo. Question number 2, obia ensantrofo gire na nim keke empo ebusa na asem no otimi ye emotional etini so ka say ne ba say ye friend papa kronfo nti otimi su no. Are you sure say go prama e fa nipa be 70,000 plus supporters still be good park is not married for be 30,000 and 40,000 decide they will boo and whistle him out. Is he having that mental toughness to focus and concentrate to have that toughness at Odibedi game maybe? So approaching Real Madrid player be along the line game no what did decision Eddie Etia Madrid na player be approaching no na said oh you so where the be e de kire na papa ye betimi a contain sa pressure na aka ne ho e de asisu say me gina game ma me di I need to be concentrated for the 90 minutes obetima yes anema we nyina na say amo pese game ni nyefa niema mi no it's either they trust this man so well say upon all the challenges and circumstances around and common Eba prior to the big game at Eba Sochinan, they believe in him that he has that mental toughness. Ubet Masaikin no akwa di game no. Number 2, baby amimi jina no. I wish said and committee Madrid for no. Not a Madrid na suggest am so am nsani ntia. Nemum the position say papa na a bit emotional ahead of a big game. One is enjoy for akokasa anyhow what can insem am an assistant no so kraka so message take legal action so unu obi kusia et say tie so many virus enya ntokwa sisi no maestro na ye judge prior to say maestro e ba ba judge asem no oba no say virus we mahia na habib we mahia e premeditated the probability say obedi asisi the onene wa asem no e wo soro because lines na some na assistant na some na waka say o make legal asking e dey clear omudi ene ne man e kire say already enkofo no huye hin ne yakodi match no so obi huye wahi na ukodi ade a e wo one obi ntema clearly you might be a bit biased obetimi aye mistake but yebeka say oh e agenda yebeka say opeso osisi madu e ka me nko ade a Spain for an ase no one say referees no thank ABOU omo a different referee ahead of the game and then after that they sit with the parties involved to try and find amicable solution in order to solve these problems are ochinabi yenkonko hu say ABOU be metam so ye dey anka me CAF Champions League time also dey na fancy but I think say in Cairo and Umrewi 4 p.m. class game na nche bia na eba so about 75,000 seater capacity na CAF Emma ho kwan say Ali MON-FRI host to the Masandawana boys from South Africa. In the first leg we saw a game and a very intriguing but Ali for ne command a very good account at the moment say they are the African pioneers when it comes to Champions League. Omunim said they are the Real Madrid of part of the world. Omunim competition ne bopa ekunya that draw. I've listened to enkomo efu but the only positive are sometimes everyone is Tembazweni fit and today he might start or he has started the game for Omutim ahead and against my friend Ali. But I thought Ali Ewufi Kaira all their supporters, their ultras backing them no. Abako 7 favor 5 games now is between them. They move 2 aqua their Masana 3 handing they are not fortunate, but today they will be able to turn things around. Either they win or they go to extra time and get the results. Only Africa here and any Europe difference. So say about 1-1 earlier film. Because we go in here first leg was 0-0. So Sundance Ebenye go and it propels it gives them that advantage. But I think say Now the Ali the upper hand that obetimi qualify
the say Habib the special one I'll tell in Kano. Obviously the message about some nice analysis by Habib. More fire Fakye Sports. I'm obviously from Wasa Dunkwao and obviously Difra or Dear Abba. Which was a good afternoon. I hope you are doing well. Barcelona all the way. One for Udin and Farmer. Next time Obana do Diaba. I'll say hi, good afternoon. Prince Barcelona will win 4-1 tomorrow. Prince they also Ediaba and no. Sanso and also Madrid will win by 4-0. Abu Madrid will win Bacho game in Uchna. We're bright Edifu Kofiase and a bright Ediaba. A lot of messages about preparing for on WhatsApp, Facebook, and SMS in the still player mention or yet also na and Friday. And the player mention or player we any identity at so. And one say o share player and kama na wabo bia no say we video for phone no record video about player anything now they for WhatsApp so there is 0207543637 now they are fast so they about on WhatsApp they be a kama Ricardo Varas boko there Idi huwasi. And we are fire kakre.
So we Ghana Premier League team. Now, we say you want to go to Africa. You want to go into the Champions League next season. Now we are Babiani Gold Stars. We are Nations FC. Heart of Lions Betimiaje. Kumasi Asan got to Betimiaje. Coaches, administrators. Players, muna mu ensemble mu ho na game a ekɔ between Ali and Sundowns no montina se na montibe nhwe bi because we no betimi aboa mu edimonioma mo beye ahead of saa season no say ba betom na so a because saa teams yi mienu na o mo bɔ no a kyerɛ se baako the Real Madrid of the Africa Champions League no said the Habib kan no. And about also a team that he's been able to win one Champions League with support in terms of Sikasem and BB Timakui and Sweetmira Momo. But social teams in Myanmar, Ali want to win it 3 times on the bounce. And then Omunian 13 times. No Omunian 5 in the last 6 years. This is a team that Omini business. In the last 5 years, currently as we speak, Waji 4. To say was 10 6 years and 5 years near the corner. Let's say or peso bit major 5. These are what we talk about people who mean business in the Champions League. Ali call a year South Africa. Call with the mindset that they wanted a respectable scoreline. And everything that they did was to make sure say defensively normally very solid and make sure say they will try and head team or a friend or Sundowns or counter attacks. Adeba quality for this season, I complain about some coach Kola. He's not being the kind of coach of Mupe because defensively, I am not too tight with defender and goals, and Emma. But they feel say Ali Timua or Newo Boy and yet on found Timua Newo. They need to be attacking. There's so more attacking, and then they get the goals. But Kola and Timian is hard. In the Sundowns for is going to ride on that. The last time I Sundowns and so any team my friend Ali Ebon, they had a draw of South Africa. But so what's technical the last 8 games of Maba, Ali is yet to win against Sundowns. And 4 wins for Sundowns and 4 drawn games and so so it tells you say Sundowns of no any that bait or money that history or the CAF Champions League in Africa. But they've been able to do something for themselves. So many Ali Bobiana. Ali find it very difficult to beat Team friend Ali. In Ali's history, a Sundowns super national of 5-0. It tells you that Sundowns for they've gotten the antidote. A team mafia team friend Ali. Today's game is going to be a physical game. Ali for in recent times actually said, or more physicality nature and they normally win more games. So when they against Sundowns, if you be able to win the game, teams you need to have your players mentally there, physically there, and spiritually there. Ali Fon already was scoreline a 0-0. They already have more spectators behind them. how vociferous these guys are. Say basa support and pass a supporting team near tight team here. Egypt for Nessa, yen no more strong go for the how to support him and an idea beba. A idea beba amana baby yen you may the match friend Ali. So game now started, and I'm sure say Reverend Cardoso so with the boys know we want to try and get something from this game. Because they've been trying to win again since 2016. They've not been able to win it. But so her games were many most of the times I are no more upper hand. And today Ali ain't mean try say obe defend it. He needs to attack. But our attack, he needs to also make sure say we defend it because Africa higher Champions League still we are in the outdated mood. About 1-1, it will final 2-2 away. There's a one so it's a game that and I won't miss it for anything. But advise make media football teams no more and so try some league, no make me Africa and says I'm ready. No Congo game maybe because again we remember more fair idea of how Champions League is
say early for any abrepa say obeka no pembe story say enura no celebrate 118 years so almost some person omunya better celebration just omutimi did this year's Champions League.
Yes. And when you talk about managing teams be say now Damati a board member they had a favorable score line was South Africa no money that I used to akobod draw and untina Kola decided say obey defend it and then try to make sure say the attacking game and so a grade A and they had a draw. In the game after their celebration and knowing say a Sundowns now in their history as shown the power 5 goals to nothing. Are there home. The last time they played here in a group stage, Sundowns go share one. So Sundowns of Ono almost close to team my friend Ali in terms of winning the championship. But in terms of playing football, matches they've been playing, they are Sundowns on a 30 early for no. So maybe on one anniversary now Bible game, no more 30 to number one. They want to get something over them. And something over them they say they want to qualify. And when they're able to get to the final, they know say probably Africa have a been to mean that so I get back and they believe say they are the Real Madrid of Africa Champions League. Real Madrid are also trade there. They will be able to also do game there and it will give you the fair idea. Said they can say Africa in teams they are not ready to play in Africa. No, you will see that so I'm hoping say Ali will probably get the edge. No matter qualify, but it's going to be a very difficult game.
Only major problem here. It's not about Sundowns as a club, but Miguel Cardoso as a manager.
Yes, you see, your teams are many teams more. Your managers are many teams more. Your players be teams be through so metimable and so intermediate. There was a time when I messing to me in Chelsea. There was a time when Ronaldo to me in Shabasa. There was a time where now Drogba asked me about game Biana, you know, say it's a done deal. And no be now to Aliane Cardoso. So when a game no idea by day, me probably say game we paru to gromna co penalties are. And idea by mama because the mentality are Ali the coin. Cardoso want to also bring same here. No timia but Bibian's be timia and the game I'm sure say what when you beat Biano. Who enjoy game no enso etimo ho abia ekoyi enso etimo ho
sending on Biama Gilbert to timide to so the exposure the atmosphere Cairo International Stadium
the kind of support
now we kwanya sound dance for so appear on the picture obeka say African football
you see so we sound dance
because seriously because Sika Dr. Patrice Muchepi I promise the players Ali Sika I promise the players level more drew said on football ya kono
nya ya na de Ali for stadium person musibai
seriously
level na African football
say so catch Miguel Cardoso say so we no lose side we want to for like number pan.
Yes, Arsenal is who can say Cola and Timmy uncle for
Marcel Cola.
Yes, these are some of the things they do. They believe so much in themselves to say they are the best. Into a mobile, they need to get the best result. Into one Timmy and dear, almost Sakio, picture Miss Manu Koho, we need back, lose back. They sacked him. It tells you how almost form Majuma and see who are mutim the pedigree or more and 20 years. So in African football, investments and in Nabum, the pyramids. Saudi Arabia for this shame, where they are on course to win their first Egyptian league and where performance of their early this year in a year CAF Champions League, and so a league. So just
almost semis. Yes, Orlando Pirates.
They can probably also go to the final. No one signing whoever qualifies a Kwakobo. So the right people now a quality investment. Who was Sikaso be invested? You will definitely get the results that we here. So young Ghana football administrators need good now or manage football. No more go into proper administration. Now money. But Mania J at the Ama Abranche FN Hurricane. Nampa weekend say omutimi win against Mines. And I say Bayer Leverkusen draw and I lose against him FN Osberg Pet. Hurricane in his history. AJ title for the first time in his career. He is someone I believe say Kasef na football near fair to be a na Hurricane football near fair to him. The entire Mekasa and say so we a striker. What dear so your parents obey goals? Oshe goals are team no ends a winning. He was playing for a team that only team are traditionally or the trophies were England. Only team are traditionally or telling you so much for the title. But he was consistently getting the goals for Team FN at Tottenham. Winning goal kings back to back and all that. The SA striker be a money team. The SA player be a money team. He scores goals or link up play or a leader. Everything he was able to give to Team FN at Tottenham. But trophy was eluding him. And I'm whatever no person who with Tottenham and Team. But now at Bayern Munich, he's going to win a trophy. And then everything that he suffered at Tottenham goes and everything that why on a brabumuno a idea or barbe crowning. This is where I come and always say, we a player, you can be good player, but you be at the wrong place. Because no more Yama at Tottenham, no, he's not been able to do even half a team of FN or Bayern Munich. But because of the team at Obo and how Musi Huamu, they believe that they are the masters of the Bundesliga. Omo Bundesliga now, Yakase said, so now he's going to win trophy, and I'm very happy for him. Vincent Kompany is winning his first trophy for a Bundesliga side of Bayern Munich. He's someone that be American. So we'll be a lack of one we are Vincent Kompany because for a coach, what you mean Beniaco relegation. Bayern Munich believes that DIABY, this is a guy who can manage our team for us after a Champions League winner. Ababe coach Omutimumjidi said no man could yam far more. And so coaches in recent times are Pep Guardiola aba, Carlo Ancelotti aba, Thomas Tuchel aba. Yes, so many nano or more nyadi. Say a manager say ya. Yes, Vincent Kompany nemra. And I'm happy for him. Say what Timiako. Now what tussle with Onwan Kasane former playmate in terms of our footballers. Abranti FN Jabi Alonso. Obia now or deep Bayer Leverkusen ya take Bayern Munich is no Chimako League. No, I think I'm happy for the two of them. They need to learn more. Vincent Kompany, he needs to learn more. But at least so what G League or Bundesliga and about CVs were it's something that is will forever be on your CV and a step in the right direction. I'm happy for him and I'm happy for Abranti FN Hurricane. So Pep Guardiola say on sesa. And when the coaches are Kesiano, coaches are Kesia. The system no am an resource over a period of time, consistently, ne performance, ne tactics, ne how I will see a strategy for games near the idea are giving the results. This season, one of the seasons are Pep Guardiola and Germany the kind of results are between the man for him to go to maybe 8 games, no losing his animal church was it was a very bad season for Team FN here Manchester City. But Sunday Yeka say a year bad no. He is third on the Premier League log. When you talk about the Premier League, say a losing taste. How I need see who Premier League no? How I need see so okay say a Lucia. I'm not from person no be again. But if you look at the kind of new Man City are come. But still, as we speak, they are third on the Premier League table. And they have more than 50 chance to finish in the top 4. Okay. A church in the Premier League, no more airdrop it. And they need to make sure say I'm get things right. But for Pep Guardiola, don't mean changing the system. No, This is him. Something that he's practiced over the years. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, is a man of resource, any other. So I think he can't change it. He needs to come back stronger next season because Maka will be the most challenging job what team here. Mostly, Okono is team do that level, not team need drop here. Then he leaves. But this time around, Washiche team Nedjuri, he needs to also build another team. They will say yes, Pep Guardiola, and so I build the team. I'm gonna build the BM. Yeah, who coaches are what or my building multiple teams. Me who's a Pep ABOU. He's a fine manager, but who's a wise side. So for him to say the own engineer taxes and that since a idea but sadly married for they just want to make coach a very Ricardo and Shiki. When you come into the game, referee. So yes, you are give him Ube Shiki. When you are taking decision against Real Madrid, you have that at the back of mind. So my back coach go and then Usheki. So in the best interest of Ubia, it's not because a matter of one account. Or Mako come because they want it. And I say, oh, matter of one car and can you and move from Madrid. So because okay, you know. But coach need back parking as well. Psychologically, down. He wants to do something to show say and I have a recipe for disaster.
But I say Ricardo Varas now telling Ghanaian maestro about Fakye Sports and I would say no Facebook. Ubenya bia hwe sa so na ko YouTube Fakye Sports oko TikTok Fakye Sports what Habib the special one and what Ricardo Varas and maestro eso ebebam na mamini messages ni bi from mamo we nyame che man was watching live from Brekum MON-FRI ne dia wode abano no Majid Michael best sports so far from Majid Ankafo hospital and Oduwe Efraba John Kufo big maestro the Betway King. I chopped the bet because of him yesterday. Now, what do you oh, bro, John, why be confessing? Now they were to do no. Now they are they made the number and bet now they are fast day. I'm still a player mentioned over to me the short video about very soon after maestro the right pronunciation player and the training said you see Bono. Kama ono abeboni din so de akere and a desk screen so no offer phone a short video now they are for 0207543637 now they are for so they abana bibia aye kama dia mao mamini message was comfort and was good afternoon Luther good sports show by Fakye TV my personal regards to Big Maestro. I am a nurse at Agogo Hospital and he came there last week Thursday. He is such a gentleman just as I have been watching him on TV. God bless him. Maestro, let's say. Maestro, let's say. Now, Thursday. And I pray, I'm going to
say, and also Mrs. It's and
also. Oh, yeah, okay. Mama, Asante Action. And now, quite heavy.
Because I mean, you know.
Say we have my forehead, we are here gentle now.
Oh, Maestro. Comfort. Maestro, that was sick. Comfort. The Basana Sana, Carol, say Habib, history maker. And a Filippo Kwabri Kasem, the Nidiaba. Was it Kumasa Sante Kotoko beat Vienna Stars? Greetings to my daughter, Frimpong Manswacha Felix, and my mother, Antimer of Jeninsu Filippo. And Ediaba Trader Henry Jr. I'm watching you live inside Trader. Good show is on. And Rhymes Rankin, also Habib the historian. And Rankin Diaba, where Rabiu Ray, High King, Madrid all the way. Newtown Sunyane and also the free abaye where Ransford Haroy Ransford the Diabos looking at what Ransford is doing at Villa and Anthony is doing at Betis. You will wonder at Manchester United. Kwaku did that about watching live from Doma West. Tomorrow, dear, Madrid will beat Barcelona watu and Odiaba agenda queen. Was a place good afternoon to you and the entire crew, more especially my boss Maestro, waiting for my boss Maestro analysis. I'm Owen from Sunyane Agenda Owen Eddie also Eddie Abanono. Maestro
Luther
Mamingro.
I think sir Navarra say make a good recommendation about Papa Vincent Kompany. And I think this will be above his company, Abaswa. I think he deserved that particular kind of accolade because of, say, as a young manager, now all go back to Anderlecht, his boyhood club in 2019-2020 season, when he wanted to become a player coach at that particular football club. Now making sure, say, that 2 seasons of spending at Anderlecht when he was playing the Belgium Jupiler Pro, that kind of league, he was able to make sure, say, or the Anderlecht ABD third in their first season, and in the second season, or don't be the fourth in that particular season. When he finished with that particular level, he came to Burnley, of which, when he adopted the style of Pep Guardiola to become an idealistic coach, that he wanted to make sure, so the ball in a possession-based oriented football, and the style of playing it tactically will be 4-2-3-1 tactical system of football, and Obetima Burnley in that particular spell. He promoted Burnley in the 2022-2023 season into the English Premiership last 2 seasons. And when he came, he made sure, say, or the Burnley best go back to relegation. Although, say, a lot of people in English Premiership, and I say in England, were saying a whole lot of things about Papaya friends and result.
Mame Fatu say game Nana Vara say count Ali Ashe first goal. Near Taha Muhammad 24th minute.
Yes.
Ali Ashe first goal.
Yes. So at the time,
because a Jano Masono or
an ordin pa.
The Jano ordin pa. Okay, my also.
So at the time, Vincent Kompany, Dini Jumadema Burnley, no. You and I can attest the fact that although say when Burnley airball or footballer, they play in the possess-based oriented football, not about the 4-2-3-1 system of football, then everything will be mainly possessed for him. But in terms also of accumulating major points, Diama Burnley, not all about the English top flights, no, not Nkoyi and Famano. So most of it also don't go back to relegation zone. But all relegation, no, at that particular moment in time, no be a case. Vincent Kompany ain't deserve Burnley again, and I was all working out from the football club. He stood the chance, he would go to the relegation zone, the championship side for the side of Burnley. No making sure, Burnley not the Omoko in the relegation manner, no, or best answer the Omoko back to the English Premiership within the next subsequent season. But the Akoba, and he was there when he got that particular call from Max Ebel as the sporting director of Bayern Munich Football Club. Say, Umbra, the side of Bayern Munich Football Club, and making sure to be coaching Edema Bayern Munich, just for him to make sure, so we showcase his talent. How it's Mr. Didier Pep Guardiola, how is he adopted from the side of Roberto Mancini and Manuel Pellegrini with the days of Manchester City, no, which adopted that particular style, and which inventing as a stable coach for the side of Bayern Munich. In fact, before Sir Max Ebel ever free Papa himself Vincent Kompany to become a coach for Bayern Munich, no, they did call Pep Guardiola, and when they called Pep Guardiola endorsed Vincent Kompany. He stood out for him, say he has that kind of qualities. Say in terms of being a leader in the dressing room, he has that kind of momentum. Even at Manchester City, from the days of boy in the 11 years at Manchester City, or you zoom 8 years to become a captain for the side of Manchester City. So in terms of the leadership skills and qualities, he has that particular leadership skills and qualities. For Belgium, he bore 85 caps for Belgium national team. But the Omuko 2018 World Cup, he was the leader for that particular team, and then Omuko into the semi-final stage of that particular country. He did very well for Belgium, and he was being made as one of the stable leaders of the national team in that particular tournament. Even as a man, he is a man of a communicator. He speaks just 3 languages, English, French, and a bit of Dutch. So at the time, I know Bosnia kind of Hamburg, no. At the time, I know 21 years, I'm 23 Anderlecht, then they call Hamburg in the moment of 9 million euros, no. Was chassis the Dutch Castle. So in the room of Bayern Munich, most of these players, English boys, speaking French, so Dutch language, and this particular man have blended these number of languages and a bit more now with the dressing room. So almost this kind of things, Papa, a friend said, Vincent Kompany to become a coach at the Bayern Munich Football Club. When he came to Bayern Munich, in his first 6 months in charge of Bayern Munich Football Club, he was able to record 89% winning streak for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. For the first time, our last season, not Thomas Tuchel being the coach for the side of Bayern Munich, not Bayer Leverkusen, echo invisible in the Bundesliga. Now making sure so omitting actually points by 18 points gap, the worst ever since the season that occurred in 2010-2011 season. And Bayern Munich lose the Bundesliga title for Werder Bremen, and the side of Gab moment was closed at about 9 points. No, the worst ever season that Bayern Munich after that particular season in 2010-2011 was last season. After say Bayer Leverkusen, which was led by Xabi Alonso, struck points no by 18 points in that particular advance. And because she was a Bayern Munich, a bit mid second. No. This man, Abba, with exceptional points of about 6 matches to go, with match him would clear about 6 points. Jam watching against Mainz 05. So to be winning against this particular team, a bit accumulating as the winner of the Bundesliga in that particular first season, debut season, Unya Diama, the side of Bayern Munich. Basa wo she baby onyini ya. Oh yeah, onyini wo Brussels in the side of Belgium. Bane Papa, if it's a peer company, or one particular refugee or free Congo, at the bet now the side of Brussels. And free the side of Congo by because at the time in 1975, there was a president in Congo who was called Mobutu Sese Seko, and he was seen as a dictator in Congo. And he was one of these particular students that almost 10 days say, a dictator in ruling Congo. And because of that, a lot of threats. Vincent Kompany papa so Congo, and then also running for his life. Ojane a year Belgium no be when he came, he made sure so Vincent Kompany mame. At that time, Vincent Kompany mame was a trade unionist. I know Juma Belgium, and then she wasn't doing that particular job. They bit fetch enough money for Vincent Kompany. The more the Vincent Kompany in 6 years, or not to Anderlecht, academy, he was playing very well for the side of Anderlecht. But Nipa ultimately discovered the talent of Papa friend said, Vincent Kompany was Hugo Bruce. Currently, he is the coach of South Africa national team. He discovered the talent. Vincent Kompany make sure say, and nurture this particular talent for him to become a main defender for Anderlecht Football Club. And or discover in the first season, inventing how to play in his debut game for Anderlecht, was quite a in the Champions League playoff, or man against Rapid FC in that season, or be making assist as a substitution, or by a move at the side of Anderlecht. He did very well for the side of Anderlecht at that particular moment. If you were in a call Hamburg, better call Hamburg, a lot of strategy in a continental Hamburg, because at that time, ne maame on what on any papa cabo matete no nim se oko Hamburg wakoji sika 9 million euros so ma turn free the side of Anderlecht aba Hamburg obeji sika adi abofie no obaye no ne maame no enya accident ewuye ono so ni nua ba kopa aka na ono na eye nua no so no onso nya cancer ediwuye. So at Hamburg no one particular lesson so be service and company obeka chance at Hamburg e ho no sua se wo so obre no Hamburg all those bob oyiniyem bobo 65 matches so see akan edema Hamburg no. He was able to make close about 25 clean sheets for Hamburg as a defender. Although that first season, he struggled with a lot of injuries. Edema Hamburg in the Bundesliga, but then he made 25 clean sheets for them. If you're not about Manchester City in 2008, Obey Miki, she was Obey a stable competitor and a solid rock for Manuel Pellegrini, Roberto Mancini, and even the side of Pep Guardiola. Making sure Obey did in charge the new generation of projector. Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, he played an integral part of it. So winning against Mainz 05, it will be a good moment for Vincent Kompany as a footballer and even as a player coach. We originated here with Pep Guardiola, and Guardiola is a master of a winning streak percentage. Coaching the side of
in case winning Bundesliga. The season on the first season of Bayern, Bayern successful and per one analysis normal day meeting a club like Inter or Champions League no one to advance to the semis now. The season what my target is completely say a success for the man.
Remember no 75% because Bayern Munich is a demanding football club. So before Bayern Munich they always compete for the best and they always want to win a lot of trophies. Last season, Frimo DFB Pokal. We need the Bundesliga, Champions League. When they reached the semi-finals, Real Madrid Football Club, so it was a total failure by Thomas Tuchel and even the Bayern Munich entire board. That's what I say. This man has come. DFB Pokal, when Timon won home, Champions League currently as we speak. Inter Milan in the quarter-final stage of the competition. The only competition Obetima thriving very well for the side of Bayern Munich, will only be the Bundesliga. And another young watch Obetima the first 10 at the other side of Bayern Munich. So last season they were trophyless. This season, that's a Vincent Kompany to just a trophy. A Bundesliga no at the other side of Bayern Munich. It will start a new orientation period for the side of Vincent Kompany or Bayern Munich Football Club. Now the environment in the next season, as also very conducive for him in the football club. But Luther, Soko St. Lucia, there is this particular girl, Oye Athletic, and I said Otumbe Academy St. Lucia, who is called Julian Alfred. And a lot of tabloids, Caribbean states, trotro in Zimbi the far Ababawa. Because of say she has been the first athlete in St. Lucia, history ni Omabako Semono. Only the first athlete the last season in the Summer Olympics Paris Omutimi Ehodi. This particular girl was the first St. Lucian athlete to ultimately edge Olympic gold medal for the country. No making sure in the 100 meters award Olympic gold medal for the country was also making sure in the 200 meters or best also adje and also bit made the silverware and the St. Lucia on a minor. The Jamaican world kase ababa wano on free St. Lucia of Jamaica. Some people also parts in the Dominican Republic so kase ababa wano in free St. Lucia of the Dominican Republic. Ebi so kase of Grenada and also free Bahamas. When you track into the history of St. Lucia, there was a particular indigenous group of people, the side of St. Lucia at that time, and these people were called the Arawaks. The Arawaks are actually determined as the main indigenous people. They blend a little bit of French, English, and other kind of a pidgin language in this particular people of Omokan Ewohonum. Almost now from AD 200 to AD 400 AD. That was after the death of Jesus Christ. There was a particular people almost be colonized, free St. Lucia assassins. And these people, when you go to the Caribbean world, their main ethnic background is basically upon the Arawaks and the Kalinago. The Kalinago was this particular another ethnic group of St. Lucia. Ebe two different assassins because they felt to say, so we will check the geographical period of St. Lucia any baby or now. We have a certain moment here, on an island, your baby in so tall, your baby in so tall. So in the geographical moment, because baby here windward side, basically we face a lot of rain. And in so timid toman no by if you feel honum. Baby in so timid tono, the leeward side that a honomono in so timid to papa also. Kalinago for no, baby no more no free Dominican Republic, any Grenada, any Bahamas, honor eba. And no more feel say, no more assassin, and yet fatal because of say. Ain't me and you did a lot of things for them. So they came to a particular windward side a honomono, not in so talk in the by assassin a fatal, and that was the moment to be meeting the Arawaks. So picture there that's is a clear picture at that time of Mobana. This was how not St. Lucia or Mukunu and Kasa Isitier. Now, when they came, they fought with the Arawaks people and the Santokwan in Namasumomu to Mudi free Chrome Honum. Boss, from 1660 Ebano. This particular country were fully occupied by the Kalinago people. 1660 in that particular period, it was English people and then the French people in the best answer it was St. Lucia. So I discovered this particular new land. English people didn't come out, but when they came, and our French when they colonized the Arawaks and the Kalinago for an when they did that, they made sure but the English people no sound so back. In 1660 to 1663, in Tokwane also just for about 14 years. This in Tokwane land in the year 1663. The English people need to me a far chrono at the bomb to the Arawaks for no, and I say or French people no at the free chrono so. Say Tracy back may can't wait because of say Ababa he is a true identification woman of an Kalinago person. Or an Arawak, but then or a Kalinago person. And she be on the US. And Oko Tracy, the identity and as an heritage, baby, you free. And no more catching on your Arawak, but then Oya Kalinago. The whole of the Dominican Republic for the Casa Kalinago in their history, no, if you move on the bar, the side of St. Lucia. And St. Lucia, how no sounds with history because a din St. Lucia normally 2 chrono, represented in the Greek methodology movement, say the Helen of Troy. Oko Greek or methodology now, Helen of Troy, was once a beautiful woman. The Troy of Paris. On that's no. He is seen as the beautiful woman. What I say. And don't believe St. Lucia, nobody a man actually chrono. Okay. And the Greek mythology in the said this particular woman called the Helen of Troy. He was the one of the beautiful woman, the god of Zeus, and that's the Zeus god, and then the nemesis and the war Ababawi. Now he was married to the king of Sparta, and also a king of Turkey. But then because of saying not the king of Sparta and Ojane Eko Ware, the prince of Paris. And I said the god of Paris. Oko Ware no. Our arena open. It was marriage by elopement. So marriage by elopement in the culture is a secret marriage. So who worry will be now my papa anymore. That is marriage by elopement. And worry, I mean the Prince of Troy. No worry, no. Uncle young farmer the king of Spartan and Topakesi is in Topakesi in you know. According to the Greek methodology, no, a St. Lucia chrono and Topakesi in the way it be see. So omo have that kind of knowledge. They say when it comes to St. Lucia, a ma energy of mine yeding it is you. And Arawak and then the Kalinago people no must be discovered this particular land. No, Oba Ndindi Arawakus. It be to me discover this particular land. Or no Tracy who say Ababa friends Julian Alfred no Ninchi if this particular family name. So there's no way says Oba Bontin because Oko St. Lucia. No first athlete. Our ultimate air running in the Summer Olympic last season. Our orgy the Olympic gold medal. Or sounds to the silver in the 200 meters. That's all a lot of things at the Mass St. Lucia. That's all a lot of things. Ultimately one thing I can't say me fangu nehufing. So this is a typical history of St. Lucia and Julian Alfred Luther.
May I say a big brother maestro and no. On the panel members, some more times I say Krukune cracker, with the far, no with their far, no with their copima. So, she Jumadina, Unya or Sono dear, said the Tibiano, a Kuyi Edma. My mini messages need be through Cransana, Mako, Aqua Faso farm, first batch of a yes player mention or Edia Bar. Now, Kagawa, the lady was a good afternoon, boss. Keep the fire burning. I'm Shinji Kagawa watching. You from Patasi Police Depot. Kagawa, Bokodiye, Nakupo Shana Bibia Enyakaba. Emmanuel Pepra Dene Diapa, or say hi, Fakye TV, Kite from Afrancho. Barcelona is winning tomorrow. I'm DJ Cash Money, watching live from Gumwa Afranci, and Ode Abba, and Charles Asamoah. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports Crew. Ali Shea, I don't know what to say, Apia Gideon Munina Nyaje. And the message is outdoor basse Ali atimi ato atene dikan yet so aye adwumani nyina na update outdoor eso e bro se video back bi na ready am interested in the atmosphere etie o Cairo International Stadium abrana game no ebe chance no because Ricardo Varas and Habib the special one omunyina kasa about the African football no say yeah na say
what na me hwe wo manim ha si na match na
look at the stadium. Hey,
we any African football. Born now, we any African football.
Hey, African, but now Sundowns.
We fell last week. Born now, we any African football. You only see say Africa. So who born Libya? I never who say African football. ABOU. So I'm Mamelodi Sundowns for the skin color. Who's our boys? We be 9 to say now. And no never born was Africa born now. We do free war.
Esa na me raho. Because you know munina say me akotoko timi di Africa and not to the league o be compete in Africa. This is basa
o share games of this magnitude. Na be hwe de yi ukrum ha si na o re ku bebre
yenye football
o ye de aya mamu kasa
yenye football
we say na mu discourage
yenye football.
The beauty of the number one,
we want supporters,
the quality of the
even when your fans, when your supporters,
the stadium now I mean number one. Number two,
look at the quality of
I can't say players are original park and so. Tactically, the tactical brains are equita the two teams now able ball. When you talk of player quality, more advances.
So can't our clubs afford settings? Oh, because now we are not Ali goalkeeper Shanawi extended the contract for 2 years. Every year they are $492,000. And the Ghana yentiminya club be to
me ka send ra Kofi na me ne GM ne namna me hu message na be che say GM kotoko na obi se adana prosper ugum ko mo pe coach Picho Mosimani available na one bank of fund. Picho Mosimani $100,000 a month. Ghana clubs never had the kind na buma. Say ubi afa this busu yakatu the money coach and famra. Ye kamuma ye nya $50,000 the bit to ya coach.
Sata na pitsu wali no. Isika no aji over 160,000. Now we Ghana Premier League. That's what they bear 3 times.
So when is this Ghana for? Just one man coach na busu yakatu.
I also bet you
yeah wa chire.
The betting king, Maestro is here. Maestro, Boami coach, you know. Bet of a coach, you know, but away a bet way.
Prophetic.
Okay. Bet we okay. And so follow your quotes now. And it does not shall be come. But give it to my own share so far. Diaba about player mention on a intake akra.
Now I hear you.
Moses Kaisen.
Fakye Sports, DIABY. Fakye Sports, Unisang, Fakye Sports. What day? I mean, Abu Dhabi to Varas to Maestro to Ken Luther. You be Jemuyam Paul. Near Pace, na ya chabo bias wine, and ya wasa. You feel look at Ken, I mean, shall be brief.
Hello, Fakye TV. The day the Latif, Makasa free there, man. The dinner Modiatus Yabono. Moises Caicedo. Master, good afternoon. If I show pay and I can have Moses Caicedo. Usina Kama Chelsea. For you, guys.
Fakye TV. I from the that because I free Grand Quanta, air of my west. Moisel Caicedo.
TV, I'm a veteran and I'm watching live from this scope. The player name is Moises Caicedo.
Good afternoon, Fakye TV. Philip is from Conongo. The player name is Moises Caicedo.
King Luther. Fakye na free. Within the Sunday, acoustic. Because free asenkregwa, but me am maintain enemy free. Your friend Moses Caicedo.
Get up here. Moses Caicedo.
Hello, Fakye TV. Friend Francis, because free Boakwa. Leon, I'm going to say, friend Moses Caicedo.
Your friend Moses Caicedo, free Quedo, free Ayi. Independent and about Chelsea.
Yo, Fakye TV. I'm friend Abdulrazak. You are playing on. I'm friend of Caicedo.
Yeah, if I show your friend Wisdom. Playing at that screen, see your friend Moses Caicedo.
Moises Caicedo.
Oh, this is famous Concord. Fakye Sports. Moya dear. Nice job. Play anything there. Moises Caicedo.
Yeah, I'm Omar from Sunyane. Yeah, but you play and you find Moises Caicedo.
Yeah. Frame Kobe, no, I've original capital Gosso. We are now projecting on a screen anymore. The DNA Moises Caicedo.
Chile fofo, pole no wa chile nyonyo. Kaye wo moye ye. fọ̀fọ̀ pólè ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ yọ̀nyọ̀ káyé bòmọ́ yé.
Now is to see the team coming back again, and it all starts on Sunday. The hopes will start on Sunday. So Sunday's match is more important to me than the rest of the matches.
Abdul Karim Zito Sariki no Sunday game no ehian game bia supporters no so no de be mana kwaba na yentie former Kotoko striker former Bichim United striker Ore Freno Ahmed Sembaturi wakasa fa coach Abdul Karim Zito ne Johnny Ho Malik Jabel yenti
MSC Kotoko any academy team professional team nipa bakwa frame ebia me no akan o meye jumani correct, but I know Kwasiapia and I know Nana's job. But right now, I'm very happy. I can't tell you that Zito is the best one in the world, but he's very good coach. You know the club, family, you know everything. With Malik Jabe, I think they can do fantastic job, to be honest with you, because both of them coach me. I know them. I know Zito coach me, Malik coach me. So I think things can change, to be honest. Norma Bebre Sisa.
Norma Bebre Ebesisa, no former Kotoko striker Ahmed Sembaturi, and I say Kotoko Nyamia Shramo says, hey, with Coach Karim Zito and Coach Malik Jaber, Norma Besisa, Norma Bedane, Norma Bekuyi. No, you never say, who playing days for Kotoko, no, can be Kakrafa on Tre.
Of course, if you are coach, who call for first division players, and not third division, second division players, but Papa Benobosomba can't show you. Mimi time, to be honest, can't show me Mimi time from 2005 to 2014. Which player of first division and second division about Bogotoko? No. From my time to Aziz and Sound Charles Tilamu, Ukra Uti Dinia, Opinati Nukra Musro, I don't know if you understand. Coming back to Niaje to Awan Mohammed, Baba Ramani, Mini Natala Samoa, Yao Fripon, Tisa Dina also. But say Bakra, players Nukra. You don't know, they don't know the team. Omu name the blood of the team. I don't know if you understand. When you join Kotoko, the day you sign for Kotoko, you have to know that you have to kill yourself. Every game is like final game. You are not coming to put Kotoko Jesse and Ju Gaga. No, you have to kill yourself. Even training is like final day for you.
Ahmed Akasa Sembaturi no. In some wakadie, abadwafo ne bitima wuramu aboame. Said you can no kre. Ohwe omo time. Players are not Kotoko. Omo commitment to show omo qualities. Any level are no more. What they compare now? Kotoko no player bia na was ye Kotono and a players bay ni na na ebedon komo. Aje Jumo Messi or say pure educative analysis and history from Maestro. Hey, a big Maestro. Man, the message is basa. Right. Habib. Commander. Mamin chance here and free or mama be 6-7 minutes. Na for room of Fisemo. Simba Tura Kasa, sports minister so Kasa. A whole lot of issues. Abdul Karim Zito say the first game on Sunday, an important game, the man.
Mamin chance in free. I mean, you shadow the Black Stars.
Never pacho yakona eba Nkwalano tournament no bono.
Yeah.
African School Championship no. Ghana do semi-finals. Nene Tanzania. Remember, Tanzania share bako. I'm here from a man net to qualify 3-2. A man is South Africa this year, but a man at my advancing common. But Ghana, dear,
it's very unfortunate. The first 3 games, and I say go see and consider a winning in baby Anki here mumu yabe cross so ahead of Nakodu finals in Tanzania. I have only one problem. The U15 competition now airborne, and I think going forward, the organizers should sit down and look at it again. These are, I can say, infants. They are not of age. I understand, say, minutes now, in drew the required minutes in games. Penny for no airborne.
45.
Yes, but I think, say, I'm stressing too much.
My bread.
And I am not making excuse for Ghana. I'm talking about the entire team is not my banning and say next time they should look at it because first day, and I think I'm about 1 game. The second day, and they played 2 games, and then they almost rest. It is not good. I think the organizers should look at it going forward. Subsequent times now, and as the years now, ever saying ABOU, expanded days now. Meaning, financially, budget now are allocated for the event in Ankasakra for many. But if it must be done, it must be done well. Say, these are Nkwada. I will say, you're being on health, any well-being. So I think going forward, say, expanded days, Nika Crasa, at least even a day off. No more, dear, Homeka Crampo, they are prepared. These are not mature minds, are mentally or psycho. So easy, but good luck and a better luck next time to could so and Quadano. And remember your bamu so much free munti yaba neglect. We should keep an eye on them and make sure say you project for the future. Now to Aminu Shadow so reach the Ketokreku led administration 7 out of 10. He's a member of the association. Or Damubinti, it's difficult say obey ye rating and obey more editing below 5 pass mark anyway. I must be real and honest. I think I may quantify everything from 2019 I will not rate Ketokreku as a failure. Neither will I give him good, I can't say very good and excellent. I'll give him good. So probably I'll rate him 5.5, the maximum 6. 7, my name Drew. My reason being say over the Football Association offer Black Stars in Kwakrampo as a subset of Nkomona. From 2019, ABC and they are say Ghana call World Cup a plus and maybe a care to be or you use that as a yardstick at the plus and man will say time are not more but enough football to some extent in his book right on to some extent football was dead. In Ketokreku's definition, they came and inherit a dead football association because of na anasaba. I'm a BBA Guinea mobile kuma and mobile so Omona reviving them. And in that situation, over qualify call World Cup why are they? But in 2 AFCONs are Yako under Ketokreku administration for the Black Stars. Nina disastrous 1 year free in the group stage. The second one, and I said the run system, and from the second one, group stage in the quality, and so clearly tells you that you're more than one from the third one, they are qualifying and call AFCON. The ABOU, young qualifying. So when you look at it from the Black Stars, AFCON, you're more than one from World Cup and you qualify call back when it's a crown, young qualify group stage. The next one, yes, in your qualification, you're more than one year to group until also a plus, Ubet media account. Move from the national team. When you come to club side, under an administration, for the first time in so many years, we've seen a Ghanaian club playing Confederation Cup or one ball. I could do the final 4. That is the semi-final stage. And it is a plus. And I keep saying, in the last 20 years, our Ghana, in local football, the biggest club achievement a club here is the Dream Service for 1 year. Reaching the semi-final stage of the Confederation Cup. Oh my God, it is a plaza. I will say the market and in administration. But we are through your league now. You have say league in a competitive nature. It is saying sponsorship. The core mandate say if you make me a boy, no secure one TV right, one secure headline sponsors of which or no care we need him come out or say he does not believe in the title headline sponsor, but he believes in sponsorships because Fakye TV ever taught the broadcast right of the Football Association not or no say metia $1 million. Na kasi your friend the headline sponsor, the title sponsor, 1 million Ghana cedis and Otua. Meanwhile, ebi betimi anya Fakye TV, Tofiakwa TV, Luther King TV. Na omo obia ebe maye 1 million, 1 million, 500,000. So unya even 4 krompa, it gives you 2 million. And only a better so the right and bema ba kope. No wadia kan taso. Into only this definition is a headline sponsor on the mesika kese but so benya bebre no mo diskana o kekabu ebe kese but ni nyina o kabuma still we are struggling. So in this case we no wanya bi ebi wo ho a wanya bi. We just sponsors ni bi but still e wo fom. Yebo Liga, Quadrical League, TV right, and your papa. Clubs, Yebo Liga, TV, camera, na yedi twani krempo. Sabi, etize we untimi and cap degree, but a wofum quality and standard ne wofum. Do can never way in a he is trying his best to provide the boot or mark clubs and never be incentives, be goal for any other. He provided passes for clubs are Omudi first, second, third. This year, I won't be defense or RFC. All these are positives, but my can negatives in the and to one in now where positives no negatives and so and the negatives are well seen. I cannot give him 7, but it's not a failure. I think he is improving a gradual process, probably with time. I can't 3 years, no, we're in administration. Maybe only the second term, so we're the second term, or we that time makes me score on ABOU 7, 8, depending on the Nema Obetimi. If you didn't have a couple years, Kakrana, I can now. Maybe, Minister, some Kakara, so they have face you. Ricardo Rum Kakrama, which now enough time. The boss on Casabe Bana, yet because Minister, some no kind of summer, it entails a lot. Ricardo Ingram.
I'm in the shadow. If you are exams, no one can say I can't say what it is. But Kurt personality as a person, what he's been able to achieve for himself. Neoma wa ye football move within that short time or buy into mainstream administration. No. He's been doing so well for himself. But Ghana football no. 5 no crowd my idea. 5 no crowd to give him 5. Or my idea so man 5.
2 rate almost say
3 over 10. Mema care 3 over 10.
The first term,
my man 3 over 10. Now, personally, he's achieved so well for himself, but not Ghana football. Or buy
because now we share Wofuzon being the chairman or the president.
A personal accolade, why are there? Perfect. Why are there?
But say a glory to my Ghana.
And your glory to my care to Kreku. And Sana Sanya Bagana. The first.
Now, we'll run war CAF Esco.
And your first, a cat.
But so you see the capacity as a Ghana football association.
A Sunny cat is one son at TSC. You can't be a TC Ghana on Sana TSC form. I know your day.
Your clubs
in your football near. I buy in your so about TSC classes, my players. Your football near. And yet your clubs need any castle. Help them to fish. Don't give them fish every day. More fish. Tromuka any fish.
More fair in here.
Men come more fish beam. So what I say? Sponsorship I can watch me. What you believe in, Abana and my where coverage I start time was giving us better coverage than we made my own doors. So the next start times in Kwano, so I had 2 TV stations and 3 TV stations, a quarter. So what are you talking about? Sponsorship in the Kwaheva. Players in Senomia. Cameramen of Mucha GFA ball class. The last 2 weeks I'm not saying to Omoka. Cameramen.
6 months.
Until what there personally cat your farm mine personally me penas and power no nyada na onyada me penas and power sad anyhow or to no but Ghana football onye hwe mai ubusamia the man is 3 out of 10 in my books your league na go under his watch your league nim and at the time any etimi twabet man ye clear internalize your hu e won't to take his steps but still enough. Any pencil, any young Yoma to see what Premier League name. Ama Nioma Casse, radio your violence, no, I am more. Near Tete, by near who the first cast, I will young Wapaka so. Sadly, see Germany, your whole series of normal science CBM. Your protocol, the one, but still, you who blasters are good.
A club like Dreams, Air Core Africa, no one could level or could do and one resurrected your football. No?
Ain't cancel more than 2 crowd the Ghana football development. Black Stars are called AFCON and young qualify for AFCON. Now young qualify for AFCON because they neutral dreams the enemy. Young qualify for AFCON and neutral dreams the enemy. If he present the positives, near presenting negatives, they make you come one of straw the car. Negative things, no. About the cow actually.
Then the you so dear the convince you more to Obama.
Football for none at 2 of us. Football for no one at 2 of us. In recent times, I've decided not to cry more than they bereaved because they know the system they are in. And I mean, I don't interview, no. My more Vincent in the boss, Dr. Abbas. I mean, I hear that interview, no. To have back sports for us and BAC for no. More and so what 7 minutes I do canal. A whole other thing you must see was a football for and I saw Tom language I say. Indicate a Tom language I see no more nanti. The Aminu Kano, he was trying to say, Cat person was a so much Jane, but he needs to go to their level. So now he's at their level to drink the dirty water and everything with them. Then he will try to change their minds. But by him praying 3/10. That one mechanical. So what share a symbol to us now? Kasabisi and SA players, former players, na catch look, and current players no. Kasabisi.
Omo time no this particular year woman. And so swinging
Bibia perform in terms of football.
If we have more time on an so swinging
football, Bibia perform in terms of football, Bibia perform.
Oh, Ghana,
we are seeing now. I next time my friend Gavin Pedro Massam here can say you. Cristiano Ronaldo mu ko. Ama say ye bobo play which say sa player we see academy SUG.
Liam Delap.
Omo ne ebo mu in the Premier League. Goalkeepers Papa Friwo, Casillas mo free ho ko. Van der Sar mo free ho ko. Ye ball shares ni mu omo wi e omo san baba ke beda po. Basa say Basa ye Basa na Basa one nyoma yi ni oya Laminya ma o menya bi mo
eh oposa talent
me say
na Messi stage na Messi
me try to say standard that drop wo ba bia stand na boso coach abafom bibia abafom nti wiase ni na nti Ghana ye de no abafom from na say so he reverend say Kofumo level na e ba na himia say na drop it. Drop it off
depreciation.
Of course, those are too good you. Currently, Nicole when all Ghana obey my ben, those are too good you. Yango van the crazy. One obey my ben. Have a time to move the house of folk who call on beat you. Just not draws doors, but don't call beat you. Standard not drop it, but you need to encourage them. They are simple as that. Nobody is going to give you Stephen Oduro performance. Nobody is going to give you or not Semba Turene performance. They are going to give their performance, but we need to encourage them to give more. That's the only thing. Into among two among no among Kasa. But Karim to Sunday, dear, no one agro permanent and yet Kasa, fans no bobo FA. It's so also mobile FA. We budget points, you know. Who budget points net to us, so fans never park and I will disappoint home. So to me, Omba Park, now to make 2 Mudina or one of a boy basso.
Without saying Ricardo Varas, Maestro for Castle.
I think since some Honorable Kofi Adams said, there is a man clearly in the manifesto of NDC. They said it in the manifesto. Say a 12 mobile power. One of the few things on where they about the grassroots football and say, the salary cap of these players now mainly from the government. Don't buy say so mobile in a particular football club. That's if you are Kotoko. Oblige 3,000 Ghana cedis. So you had 3,000 and you had 10% of the 3,000 Ghana cedis. Not government in their kind salary. Which is very good.
If you are 300,
if you are 300 cities, no money account, and I say 10% will be a quota a bekati across. So 1,000 Ghana cedis are a bekati across each and every registered player over the GFA license. A bit makum the amount of particular player. I thought they were just saying it for bragging sake, but Omuwini power no. I've seen a lot of things are out of football. The NDC government is doing very well for the country called Ghana. Even in the year of the culture, when you talk about the city.
It's a dollar across above form.
Yes, dollar no crack form. And on mobile, no, then I'm 17 cities. Within the last 2-3 months, I dropped it from 16, 15, an area, from 14, I think 14.92%. And currently, as we speak, it tells you say they are doing something very well to boost our economy. Or more out of this particular sports, they need to actually consider most of these players are more salary cap in most of the racing clubs in so form. Sports is actually identified as one of the sectors that may boost the economy of Ghana.
Oh, yes.
So government in the ABOU say the government should consider the sports fraternity as a sector of the economy. Because we have a lot of talent. So if a player will have a ton in the free Ghana, then they call Amanone. As a government in India, close to about a percentage, and I say 2% of that particular, transfer during the free sale player and so on. If it's Mabua, it's not boost the economy. A boost the economy, you can use that revenue to actually pay most of the players of Mukrum and develop the grassroots football. In terms of Kofi Adams, they can be supporting. So, team meet say Adriana, the those lesser clubs no Mukrum Hanumna. Salary no one of my players in here. I don't want to mention most of these clubs. Club yet not say team strategize a plan and say on-far player or brought 25, 26 years because I'm for no. The demand they want the family more also. It's over far across 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24. Unyanware ya dadin bian na so.
Man 700 $500
as a winning club na make no.
Don't fail. I can't lie. Say on phobia. So it's a known thing.
So clearly, they will tell you say this is what some of the few things on there because of say sa nipano. Sabosu miswa on my house and the salary buy 85 salary there. Man, but phobia when you na nipa ko not if you know or yere woma or bisu obeto omo. It's bosu miswa ba more pressure say but the sikafa man fan command the busu afolo wo fi. This is not the kind of football na happen. We are in a particular moment that players are not being paid very well. Play with me close to about 36 months. Out to you last in the Ghana Premier League. We saw a lot of players out here, not a voice, some grievances out. So for the past 7 months, before some couple dreams, that illegality may see last in our football. Now I'll go close to about 7 months in Chiomoka. So if a concerned government like this, ABOU, that's all initiating good projects. Say obetima a lot of incentives. Now incentives they say obetia 10% of every salary be there most of these players in the local league. I think say it's a good plus for the government and it's a good plus for football. At least saboso so na club into him players neka ometimi depend e what 10% na government in the players no. I'm coffers no. I'm a players in SKB e they are to be but then come on say clubs in this one wa omu at home. Or depending on government, not 10% so. Say 10% need to move no die or no the Ediama player. And
there was some of the measures be
there was some of the measures be talking.
And boss I was say on my clubs no on some channel be also mutual
players they can fact.
Like say be a government workers do salary through be a controller.
Yes.
And this was so many so na say be a bank way na was say mutual players salary for not well to
yes, and I'm sure the government in the BBC them are players now. I know the government would have government payrolls who pay slip, will be the controller. The government area or in the way say or by avoiding any illegalities a bit making because we are in a country a bit but at the end of the moment, auditors we have a lot of ghost names in our system.
Yes.
A bit more critique empty accounts, not on what or just but me when they be any player the ages as so maybe there. I believe that governments initiative will take you upon. So it's not added 10% to the salary cap of most of these players in our football a year. And I think this is a concerned government waiting to deliver the promise. But as to Kreku, the performance for our Ghana Premier League in Luther.
2 minutes be 1 minute.
Baby, I'm saying Luther. Or failed the Ghana football.
Keta failing. But individuals all cost rule.
Individual.
Now, the office will be by the president, CAF Executive Committee, or can be.
So, all the individual performance, it is actually seen as a self-personal interest. We saw Kwesi Ntechi when he took over.
Okay.
Kwesi Ntechi a lot of things for his personal interest. No, that Ghana football also. During his time, we saw Kotoko Hasbro competing in Champions League and the Confederation Cup. Adriana competing Champions League competing with Confederation Cup. We saw a lot recruit Chelsea competing with Africa. That was Papa Efrense Kwesi Ntechi. We saw Ghana for the first time in 2006 or the Eco World Cup or Eco 167 competition. 2010 or the year call, and we saw President or the year call first time or quarterfinals as a Mojan Kobo penalty the same. The same President took us to 2014 World Cup and sent Kobai. After said a Kobai, your back, your being flow. We saw President back to back. The last time another Ghanaian team qualified for AFCON was far back in 2004. But we are counting ourselves. Say, this is a moment that Ghana and qualify for AFCON. Ghana, you can't AFCON, Africa, and consent a normal tradition.
Oh, yes.
AFCON is about Ghana because we are talking about the moment that Ghana was the first country to win the AFCON title. So I believe that Luther Wafeli.
Me say Wafeli never to us ma young lines no so na also we change my no betimi no adwenkyira ba na also conversation that desk so ayi discuss no what the aba na no achi no me be se ahwe na ye ma player na ankasa eso abeboni din na RSS nya bibia kama numbers no and the desk screen so no betimi afre na adwenkyira aba na bia kama first call aba betimi de na maye
Ken Mamelodi Sanders anya penalty ava no checking team.
O say
Mamelodi Sanders anya penalty ava no review.
Va checking.
Ava no review. Almost 65 minutes. Referee nanka say ko checking monitor no it's a keenly contested game.
Yes, but we did ba bia free. Hali Hello. Hello, what's the matter? Many am I going to you? You bedim come out today. You better have you no edim come. Why? Yeah, that's it. Obey my friend number is 0206 334 646 and 0206 334 747. Hello.
Hello.
We about to baby are free.
Good afternoon. Your friend on a good speaker one. On a book. I jam a friend one anyway. Now I can cut off on that same kaka.
Okay.
Continue. Material summer, I'm a two-way banker. Nayan will be there, you will be to Nepal. Yam and Okasame make my woman tie up a fire, a cow. Because of Kotoko, and a waggle. Fun. Tim Nasa Sakura, because you're training and a tail be match. A tape will be matched, but a day, to prayers, Papa. I said division prayers. And I yet to try the Bokotoko. It means two. The number 4. I got a queen. I 207. Because Basil Wilford, Esquad. I didn't be till now to some Miss Nana, and maybe 10 years me and near lake. What I say, I go dim boy, I do rather better lake by it. Tim Nicole from yet me pre-die. Slamping for no old footballers, no. One funny Mamukon. That's it, you tell what Tim not say, I'm a neck, because of supporters and ranch here, yet I yell, Family. Yes, because of the pack out in Yashi into one mark. But I say, I told you, Sika Ben, let's from Pennyform Fanny and Mamukon. No one would you tell my last time. Luther, Madame Watson, I suppose.
Yamin Shao so. Also, wait, my friend, we're doing trouble. I bet my for 2 calls. Harley.
Hello.
What did you be free?
Madam free.
Me bacho ma oneso kakra maye.
Madam friend I say. The baby ko
ma enti ominu
but kotoko ama mukuji na mo ipoate. Ese kari what's ball papa. It's about serious.
But I'm on Chayam say or try say or back there also can you say price bit but be on say network.
Ya be show be ya be careful no. Okay. I want to ask for minti o mo. Me cham be
yeah Joe so Gilbert my share other voice in be 30 seconds when you play an ankasa. na yɛhwɛ sɛ no matter okay my ente player no never said usibo ni di no say edina mobobo bae no munya the right pronunciation na
Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo.
Habib.
Moïse Caicedo.
Gilbert Onye. Gilbert Onye.
And is a Uchaya Unimo. Say Unya Dinia. Gilbert Wamza JB.
Gilbert Onye.
Bacho Mumia in Mami Wai.
Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo, Moïse Caicedo.
Moïse Caicedo.
Everyone else, they will share so say I don't pronounce it. Anopa about 6 a.m. Yeah, the Fakye weekend sports no yeah the bro is 6 to 9 a.m. Into arguing says yeah babe 7 I'll be bana de de nyina no I shall say kujao Habib yeah ko hey the
president wala ba osebonzu
you want to say
wala ba osebonzu
or to the body
yes Joseph
or to warrior now or to din nkwa
iduru wa me hu de kosi e ko e na mi se
yeah cha question kwa me bisa so ko to din nkwa so me bisa oba na ma say o ye oba ne dey Miana Mimiano.
Tiamia Mochina. Ewi ya Yabakona Yakota Enia or Sebunsu. Joseph, the sports president of China. BBI fine. Maminchi will be our share. Now, me boss back home of Fulcrum. See you, Emma Keyboard Fashions. Brahima. On also Aberdeen to a Namiad Mobe on the 5th of May. Ewo Buadinti. No, so drew a Quacotachi. Open the back home. Any buy a back room. Our boy, Brahima. See you, Emma Keyboard Fashions. Maminchi and the question because we drew and say about touching BBI.
Okay. Maestro.
Look at that. Northern region. Say it's you for no more chichi. Ayipala say what he showed it and then was anyways or he showed it that Ayipala in nice our Tamalitian hospital. Ayipala Mamincha corner. Young watching Anopa, you pay. I'm a boss naming ceremony. The boss will know Luther.
Sports president.
Oh yes.
Oh, you need family encounter and check.
Yes.
But your brother pa.
The boss can see I'm watching now. You're quite support, you know. You about okay. You're quite support,
yeah, support.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Take have a fan, dear, who can have a fan.
So on me pay.
So I dear, who can oh, and two one, dear.
Say, who's a means to be
That's true.
Okay.
Now, I see you. At the Graceland Beauty Parlor, a care gift, Mamma Chow and Ariana, will be a type of